The morning sun filtered through the dusty windows of the Eldridge Adventurers Guild, catching on tankards, scarred armor, and the smug grins of men who had already survived 100 battles. 16-year-old Kael hesitated at the heavy oak door, his hand hovering on the iron ring. He was painfully skinny, all long limbs and nervous energy. His patched brown tunic hung loosely on his narrow frame. His cloak was faded and threadbare, and the old, short sword at his hip looked far too big for him. Like a child wearing his father's boots, he took a deep breath and pushed the door open. The laughter hit him like a slap. "Look at this one!" A burly warrior with a braided beard roared, pointing with his tankard. "Fresh meat! The wind's gonna blow him away before he even sees a goblin." Another veteran slammed his fist on the table, howling with amusement. "Kid, you sure you didn't get lost on the way to the bakery?" Kael's cheeks burned crimson, but he kept walking toward the counter, jaw tight. Behind it sat an old clerk with half-moon spectacles and a permanent expression of boredom. "Name?" the clerk asked without looking up. "Kael." "Experience?" "None." The clerk finally glanced at him, sighed deeply, and brought down a heavy copper stamp with a loud thunk. "Copper rank, lowest tier. Don't come back crying when you're missing a limb." He slid the cheap metal card across the counter. "Try not to die before lunch." The laughter behind Kael grew even louder. Someone shouted, "Bet he lasts 2 days." Kael clutched the copper card until the edges bit into his palm. His ears rang with their mockery, but deep inside, something stubborn flared to life. He turned and walked to the job board, eyes scanning the postings. Most jobs required iron rank or higher. Only 3 were listed for copper. Gather moon petal herbs outside town, 1 silver. Deliver letters to Riverside Village, 80 copper. Clear the sewer rats beneath the Eastern District, 2 silver. Kael stared at the last one for a long moment. His stomach twisted with fear. Sewer rats, the lowest, dirtiest job possible. He reached out, tore the paper off the board, and folded it carefully. As he walked toward the exit, the same bearded warrior called after him, "Oi, Twig, make sure you come back alive. We need someone to mop the blood off the floor tomorrow." The entire guild erupted in laughter once more. Kael stopped at the doorway, back turned to the room. His shoulders trembled slightly, not from fear this time, but from quiet resolve. Without turning around, he spoke loud enough for them all to hear, "I'll be back." The laughter faltered for half a second. Kael stepped out into the bright morning light, the copper card and the rat job clutched tightly in his hand. His short sword bumped awkwardly against his leg with every step. His first real adventure had begun, not with glory or cheers, but with mockery, doubt, and the stench of the sewers waiting for him just beyond the town walls.